Radio TV, Block Incorporated, Building Business Leaders of Tomorrow. Today, your host, Montana, co-host over here,
Vernon, Tyus. Woo, woo. Oh, turn your phone off, Montana. See,
oh my
you're
God.
talking all this mess.
Racial.
Let's talk some business while you got people over here calling us.
Is you hating?
Nah, they need to be
Somebody
calling the radio
Vernon.
station. Call the
Somebody
radio
call
station.
him so he can not feel so lonely. Anyway.
Okay.
So before he started talking, we got announcements. Classes is full. Classes started last Sunday. We had 2 classes from 10 to 1, 1:30 to 4:30. Both classes were packed. Monday class from 6 to 9. You guys, all members did an outstanding job coming to class, learning the program, getting engaged in it, learning the information. Tonight is real estate class. Is starting at 6 o'clock p.m. 503 East 200 Street in Euclid, Ohio. So if you are interested and just want to sit in on a class or want to sit in on a real estate class, see if you're interested in some things, come to the real estate class tonight, 503 East 200 Street. If you want to register for the class, call me at 216-815-7300. 815-7300. I feel that them eyes over here burning my face.
Like Montana said, we had an awesome week, a very, very busy week. I'd like to give one big congratulations to Walter Wells and his new wife. Okay, I hope y'all having fun in Vegas. Do your thing, my man. I have fun with you this weekend. Real big weekend. And also, to piggyback off of what Montana said, those classes was off the hook. Now, I told you, I gave the whole public the opportunity to come and share some of this experience. We had a lot of energy going on, a lot of energy. We actually had 2 classes on Sunday. Montana did her thing. And if you know Montana, if you're watching the show and you know how she do, she always start off by trying to beat up your boy, you know. And one day I'm telling her I'm gonna clap back. I'm gonna start hitting back.
Ooh, man. Oh man.
But I think that's her warm up for the class though, and the class enjoys it. So hey, as long as they don't think they can do the same thing, we okay.
I demoted him to vice president, but I
You promoted me again?
I promoted you to president same day. So
all right.
Some people just can't take.
So that Monday class is off the hook. Okay.
Yeah, that Monday. Woo.
We did some more footage. We captured some more footage on Monday. My brother, shout out to my brother. He don't have an entity yet, but my brother and his squad, y'all came down. Y'all did a phenomenal job. Come down and, you know, he'll be back. Larry James will be back. Yes. If you want to get yourself captured on video, come down and not just have some fun, but get some of this knowledge. Come on down the block. All right, 503 East 200 Street, Suite 103, Euclid, Ohio.
All right, so block is expanding. Whoop, whoop.
All right.
We got some more space for our members.
Oh, yeah, we do. We got a lot of things to talk about, too. Now, let's talk about the first day of class. What did we go over first day of class? Give me the truncated version because we can't give them all of it.
First day of class, we went over the nonprofit policy and procedures, how to run your nonprofit. We went over pretty much everything, rules and regulations, to stay in compliance. Some things that just, you know, people had nonprofits that they just didn't know. I had one lady in there, she had a nonprofit for 10 years. She said, I just started making money. So I said, well, I'm about to blow you away in a minute. So after I started telling some things that she should have been doing or should have known within the 10-year span as being a nonprofit, she was blown away. We learned for-profit information from Mr. Tyus here.
Yep. So
he's on fire.
Yeah, we set it off. We talked about that entrepreneurial science piece.
Yes.
And when we talk about entrepreneurial science, it is very important that we start talking about your own protection and financial structure. So we went over that. It makes no sense not to have your protection and financial structure together and try to veer over into business without understanding that concept, because that will easily bleed over into your business, right?
Right.
We went over what I like to call elastic minds and elastic income. We went over those terms, and for those prospective members and members that are watching, remember those terms: elastic minds, creating elastic income. You got to have both when you come to this class, okay? You got to have your willingness to learn and have the ability to make money that is not capped by a W-2 job. All right. So we went over a lot of that stuff.
All right. What else we go over?
We went over legacy building, the velocity of money. All right. How do we move money around in our business and pay ourselves and collect assets and take advantage of charitable gifting, which means that being a part of a nonprofit, being a part of a charitable gifting program or a foundation, something that gives back to your community or things that are near and dear to your heart. Right. So that's very, very important. Am I right? Why pay tax dollars on stuff that you can just take care of for tax-free, right, and get a tax deduction?
Yeah. So we had a lot of people coming to class, getting the information, and they're now going to be applying some of the information because, like I said, majority of the class were already business owners already. Some was coming in to structure their businesses, and pretty much the class was kind of they was hitting us left and right with some questions. It was good questions, and I had got calls after the fact of it was so much information, it was too much to maintain. Can we please get a recorded video of it? Mm-hmm. So I'm like, no, I sent it out. I ain't mean, y'all. I ain't mean. So I definitely do want you to get the information and retain it. And if you need the video, I will send those videos out. Now they're gonna delete probably in 30 days. So if you're gonna look at them, take your notes, and then they just delete by their own, right? Yep.
Now, a big shout out to Lottie Dottie.
Lottie!
She came out, she helped. She played a big part, stepped her game up into a new position, and she was very instrumental. This is Montana's new advisory assistant. What's her type?
Executive assistant.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So she was a big help.
Like it was her business.
Yeah, she was running, doing her thing. So a big shout out to Lottie Dottie. Big shout out to Shahira Bashir for coming all the way from Florida to come and get the experience so she'll know exactly what she's dealing with as she handled these members all the way from Florida. Mm-hmm. Okay, she came in, devoted herself to doing whatever Montana tell her, because Montana like to tell people what to do.
I didn't see her. What are you talking about?
Yeah, you like to tell people what to do. Okay,
no,
so.
It's just if you're not doing it, I'll just say, hey, remember you said you was gonna do that, so just do it, okay?
Yeah. So a big shout out to you. A shout out to all the other BAs, business advocates. That's what we call them, business advocates that are in North Carolina and Cleveland that's helping out.
Shout out to the agents, or us not agents, the macro management.
That's the business advocates.
Oh, business advocates are. Sorry, you guys. Learning their names. So business advocates that sat in the class on Monday, and they learned some stuff, right?
Yep.
They was excited, on fire. They was sitting in there like, man, we about to blow some stuff up. Mm-hmm. Figure of speech, y'all.
Yeah. So Montana just made one thing aware to me this weekend, and it's a good thing. It shocked me because I would like for her to run things by me when she get a great idea, but Blot is now. We don't just deliver information on how to build your business credit. We are now facilitating a situation to get your business credit elevated, okay? Yeah. So you're going to get you a coach on this business credit building, learn how to separate the risk from your personal and your business, and hopefully we can implement, and me and Larry spoke on this before, on some velocity banking.
Wow.
That would be excellent.
Yeah.
So I'm not going to tell you a velocity banking. I'm pretty sure a lot of you probably heard of it already. But if you want to learn about velocity banking and using it inside your business, you might want to call Montana at what number?
216-815-7300.
Say it one more time.
Why you telling me what to do? 216. Yeah, you gotta look at me. 815-7300.
All right.
If you want to learn anything about velocity, watch The Flash comes on channel 8 at 8 o'clock. Is everything you need to know about velocity.
So one thing I did notice about this class on Monday, a lot of them knew what they was talking about. I mean, I felt like somebody planted them in there to test us because they knew their stuff. All right. And they corresponded with each other. What one didn't know, the other knew, and vice versa. And we like that type of energy where we not the know-it-alls. We come in, we share information, and we teach and coach how to better use the information. So we had a lot of people in there that are doing some great things, that have their businesses already running, and they just trying to figure out how do we get to the next level.
Right, right. So in the for the members that started the program last week or started the program Sunday and Monday, what you're going to be experiencing is you're going to have one-on-ones with your advocates, right?
Business advocates.
Business advocates
BAs.
are going to be starting to call you and set up appointments. Now I've been getting calls like, what's the appointment, what is LEAP, things like that. We try to explain it to you about the LEAP process, about the business advocates when they call you, because some people think that they're, credit debt collectors and they hang up on them and they cuss them out and stuff like that. So these are coming from Block. Your advocates are calling you, staying on you, keeping you motivated to still help you with your business venture, help you get your business up, set up, everything. So be nice to them because they work very, very hard to get you to the place where you need to be at. Okay?
That is very true. See, and this is the reason why we have those business advocates. A lot of people that came from other organizations have said it was a lot of information that was thrown at them too quick and too vague, okay? And a lot of times as instructors or people that's coaching, we can be a little vague. We may use a lot of jargon and things like that. So what we did was to create the proper follow-up so you can follow through, we added the business advocates. The business advocates will walk with you for the whole 7 weeks, all right? Answering every question that you have, all right? So the things that the process is designed to, whatever they're talking about is as if you're talking to Montana or myself. Mm-hmm. So embrace them like you embrace us. Okay, they're taking out time of their week to spend time with you, yes. Hopefully to showcase their talents in their business, because a lot of them are accountants, they're insurance agents, financial advisors, something that you're going to be recommended to use, whether it's one of your financial advisors or one of ours. Okay, they got the solutions that we recommend. And the only thing they're asking is that you give them a little bit of courtesy and let them help you.
Right. In that process, it gets uncomfortable because they asking for information that you normally will hide or keep a secret, but we got to get it on the table because that's how we structure what's getting ready to happen as far as your corporation and as far as your personal. So let's get that all cleaned up and let's get right.
Well, I mean, you got to face it though.
You got to face it. That's what I'm saying.
Here's the thing. Our community, and I grew up in this. When in our community, we are in that situation. Well, I was in that household where you didn't tell your business. You figured it out on your own because, we felt like we couldn't trust one another, right?
Yeah, hide your money.
Right. So we didn't hire financial advisors or financial planners in our household. We didn't. When the insurance man came around, he knocked on the door. Mama told me to don't answer the door, act like we ain't home. So. That's the type of community most of us are coming from. So we understand, but we also have grown to understand this, is that in order to get help, you got to give up some data to get where you're trying to go. Now, we didn't have cases where people then came and took whatever data they want and used it any kind of way they want to, and then come back 2 years later all jacked up.
Yeah.
And did it the way they want to do it, right?
We still have that.
You still have it?
Yeah.
Okay. Wow. I thought our job was done. But
do what they want to do.
Yeah. But one of the things that, like I say, as a community, we got to learn is that we got to give up the right information so we can have the right things done for us. Like they say, garbage in, garbage out. Okay. All right. So let's talk more about this real estate class because I'm excited tonight about this thing.
Oh man.
What?
Me too.
You excited?
Me too.
Shout out to Marvin Spates and Carlos Lewis. Carlos Lewis, I called you today, man. What's going on? You ain't answered the phone, man. I was trying to get my energy up, man, so I can get on this radio show. But anyway, Carlos Lewis, Marvin Spates are the facilitators of the real estate class. The real estate class is packed, right?
Yep. Social distancing, but it's packed.
It's packed. Okay. So, in this real estate class, I know a lot of you are coming through visiting. I had a lot of people call me yesterday. They just gonna stop through and pilot, and they just want to see what's going on. But today, what you're gonna learn is the same way we do with business. How do we implement a real estate strategy inside our own personal financial strategy.
Right.
Okay, the real estate class is geared to show you how to do buy and hold strategies, wholesale strategies, how to implement a real estate strategy inside your nonprofit, which is big, right?
Right.
What's that? That's in week 5 or 4?
I think it's week 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5. I'm not sure.
Okay, that's huge because I've seen a lot of wealth transfer to these nonprofits via real estate. Okay, when you look around, you look up on the auditor's report and see how many nonprofits you see out here owning real estate.
Yeah, that's good.
And then we talking about the flip strategy, which we had a guest on last week.
Okay. Yes.
That had an awesome flip.
She sure did.
Her second flip.
Yeah.
Now she called me early this morning. She's ready to get her money so she can get this next flip going.
Yep.
Okay, so for you women out there that think that you need a man to help you flip, your man don't want to do no real estate, but you want to do it, she's leading by example. Get out there and do your thing. All right, get out there and flip some houses, get into some real estate. You know, I come from a family where my mom, she is the one that is buying the real estate and all that stuff. She's the one leading that thing. Pop is just fixing on them. You know, so she's making the decisions on that. So you women, y'all can do this.
Yep, you sure can.
Yeah. So a shout out to them.
Ooh.
So we got 6 weeks to go in that real estate class.
After today.
After today?
After today, yeah.
6 weeks.
More weeks.
Okay. So tell me more about what you gonna say in this real estate class.
What I'm gonna say, I'm just gonna let y'all take over. I'm gonna take a break, and I'm just gonna guide and tell y'all what to do.
Is that what you do normally?
No.
Yeah, I think that's what you do. Let's not let Montana fool y'all. Montana is gonna talk more about how to transfer this real estate into the nonprofits.
Yeah, I'm gonna transfer that real estate.
So we're not allowed to advise you on it, but we will coach you on some concepts where we show you how to get properties donated to you. All right. We got the Saturday class. Who is that? Doris. Okay.
Oh, did we say her name?
Yeah. on the group home.
Group home training Saturday, first Saturday, and the third Saturday of the month. So you're trying to get come to the real estate class, get some real estate. Go to the group home training, learn the policy and procedure, and what the state requires you to be in compliance, and then now get your business stuff. So now you got your business structured, you got your real estate structure, and then you have your group home training. She don't want to call it group home. It's residential care. Facility.
Okay.
Residential care facility.
I mean, it's pretty dynamic because I get a lot of compliments about what it is that she do, even before she came over the block. All right, there's a lot of people out there. She got a very good reputation.
Yes.
So if you're interested, please call Montana. Don't call me. Call Montana.
Call me so I can give you the information for that training. It's only twice a month, and it's the first and the third Saturday of the month. So it's only offered twice. Once that class is full, you have to move to the next class. So I think there might be a waiting list. I'm not sure, but she's trying to get through that waiting list as fast as she can. So if you're getting in now, it's inexpensive. It's not expensive at all to get in that program. I think it's like $125. So $125 for each class. It's only 2, so that's $250. Get it done and over with. She gives you a certificate with accredited hours for the state of Ohio. So that way you can take your paper to the state and say, hey, I took these classes here. These are my hours that I did, and whatever goes on after that. So.
Very good. I'd like to give another shout out to Lucian Stevens. Lucian Stevens is the author of the privatized banking. All right. That is a system that utilizes what I think is one of the best financial products in the world. It's one of those products that we talk about so often, but we don't use it, and that is life insurance, how to better use life insurance. And then when we look and how can we talk about running a business and running a nonprofit entities that's supposed to last forever without using the right amount of dollars that make things last forever, which is life insurance, leveraging $1 to the insurance company's $80 to $100. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
So he talks about that. So if you plan on being a member of Blot, all you prospective members, that's one of the things that I would like for you to do is to look up Lucian Stevens, the privatized banking system, and buy that book. You will be well prepared for the class when we talk about that subject right there. Yeah. So that's Lucian Stevens, the privatized banking. That's that second one. Yeah, and it is becoming a sole proprietor of your own bank. Now, he's going to talk about a lot of benefits that come with that. I'm not going to share it on TV right now, but that's it right there. You can buy it on Amazon. What's that? That's the Kindle for $7.99 and the paperback for $15.49. I believe there's a wait for the paperback, so if you can't wait, go ahead and get it on the Kindle. All right, $7.99, and make sure you go on Google and rate the book. Don't read, just rate him. Give him a 5. Trust me on it. Just give him a 5-star on it, okay?
No, I gotta read this.
So, shout out to you, Lucian Stevens. All right.
All right. So for everybody that's been waiting, coming up in September will be a coding class for kids. So the youth is gonna have a coding class starting in probably the mid-September. I'll give you the dates and times, but it's gonna be I think it's a 2.5-hour class for ages either 3rd grade to the 11th grade or 12th grade, something like that. But they're going to separate the kids, like maybe from the 3rd grade to the 8th, 7th grade, or then I forgot how they're doing it. But coding class is coming up. So if you're interested in having your child code, which is creating apps, creating games, creating different things on the website, getting paid for their time and effort so they can get a job, help you with the bills in the house, then coding is where you want to go. If they're always on their iPad, laptop, always on the computer, watching TV, YouTube, game channels, and things like that, then you want to get them into coding. So coding class at Block, call me at 216-815-7300. What else?
Oh, speaking of coding, did you see on the news where they was talking about Roblox?
What happened?
Roblox, the way that the kids can go on and make their own games and stuff like that.
Oh, no, I missed that episode.
Okay. Yeah, that was on. So, you know, you funny. Here's the thing. I guess this is a system where the kids can go in and they know how to code, right? They learn how to build their own game. Yes. All right?
Roblox.
So they found out that the kids has learned how to do some very provocative and almost, well, they just say some of it was pornographic. They learned how to design this game to be pornographic. So if you have kids out there using this software, I just seen it today on the news, you might want to be monitoring them a whole lot better. You know, it's on their iPad, their tablets, and all that stuff. Yeah. They're teaching, they're somehow programming the game to cuss. And do sexual activities and all that stuff. So you want to watch that right there, okay? Right. See, we want to do, when we teach our kids to code, we want to teach them to code to make some money. Yes. Not to poison their mind with all this pornographic stuff. That makes sense?
Yeah, that's right.
All right, that's what you're going to get at Block. They're going to learn how to make some money.
And be entrepreneurs, so they're going to be very, very well educated on finance, money strategies, business strategies, things like that.
Yeah, so don't try to teach them at home by Googling how to code, and then they get their eyes set on this Roblox or whatever that thing is called, all right?
Right.
Okay, what else we got?
If you want to come on to the show, give me a call. We're getting ready to start marketing certain businesses. As a matter of fact, the marketing started today. Be trying to do your own commercial and get it on KZ Radio. Give us a call. The guys came in and did a video shoot at the house. That was the guest that we had last week. She is doing her little 30-second or 60-second commercial. They did a phenomenal job. We got another guy waiting to get his video started so he can do his commercial. And then if you guys out there in Radio Land, entrepreneurship world want us to come out and market your business, 216-815-7300. It's very inexpensive. And also you'll be showcased in the Block magazine coming up.
Okay. Right. One more conversation that came up in the class is we always like to talk about the velocity of money, right? The velocity of wealth. Okay, so are we really capturing the right amount of velocity in our community is the question, right?
Right.
And people like to bring up Rosewood, 1923, Black Wall Street in Oklahoma, which is around the same time. And these people did business within, okay? And what I mean by within, their dollar had 10 plus velocities in their community, which means that it rotated 10 to 20 times before it left the community. And right now we have what we call Economic Tuesday. I'm going to say it every Wednesday because we come after Tuesday, and I just want to keep reminding you. Tuesday is the day that you focus on spending your dollars with your brothers and your sisters, okay? Because we have to lift up our culture, all right? We spend money everywhere else, and then we feel shame about how everybody else be treating us. But you got to start empowering and uplifting your community by spending money with your community. Okay. One of the other conversations come up is that what if people don't do good business in your community? My answer to that is don't just let them get away with it. Go back and say something. Go back and teach them. Each one teach one. Okay. You go back and you say something to them. Don't let them get away with that. If they don't open up on time, hey, leave a note and say, hey, I was here. Give me a call. I got something I want to say to you. All right. Straight, don't let me go by and not do good business with you. Straighten me out, okay? We got to keep each other together if we're going to spend money with each other. Right. And remember, Economic Tuesday is the day that we use to spend money with each other. So remember that. Put that on your calendar.
I got to put it on my calendar because I be Economic Tuesdays. For some strange reason, I think that's Economic Chick-fil-A Day. And I go get my spicy chicken sandwich. So.
And Popeyes.
I don't get no Popeyes. I'm try that. I just get the Chick-fil-A line.
She like that Tuesday promotion. Yeah. So we running out of time right now. So Montana, you're gonna have to come up with some closing words.
Okay. So I just want to tell you guys that started the class, the future members that started now and starting in October, stay motivated in this game of business. Do not, veer to the left, veer to the right. You're going to be getting a lot of people that's going to be telling you a lot of things about business. I had people in the classroom telling me some things about donations and things like that. And I asked them, I was like, okay, I heard that, you can't do this, such and such can't do that. And I asked them, who told you that? And then they get quiet. So just keep in mind, be mindful of some of the certain things that you're going to be getting fed in your ear. Just have book knowledge or go to the source, which is some of the things are coming from the IRS, some of the things coming from other sources. Read and just study the material, you guys. So how long we got now?
We got 2 minutes.
2 minutes. Okay.
So one more shout out. Shahira, look, you don't have no business calling me. You're supposed to be watching the show. All right, you did a good job this weekend. Don't mess it up. You're supposed to be watching the show. You shouldn't be calling me right now.
Be asleep.
So a shout out to you every time. And the BAs, if you're not watching the show and you calling me because you need some help with something, you just got in trouble, all right? Because you're supposed to be watching the show. We on the show. You're supposed to be watching the show.
All right, so, next week we're gonna give some money away. Next week we gonna give Black's gonna give some money away. You want to give some money away?
Yeah. How much money we giving away?
We're gonna give some money away. Maybe $100.
$100.
Yeah, but it's for the members only. I'm sorry, y'all. Members start watching this KAZ Radio TV show with Black Incorporated, and they share it. We're gonna announce it next week. They might get $100. Might get $100.
So what's gonna be the conditions?
I have to get the conditions first, and then I'll announce it next week.
Okay, cool. Because we run out of time.
Right,
but if you want to showcase your business, just like how we showcase our business and everybody else's business, you can contact Larry James at KAZ Radio, or you can call Montana at
216-465-3358.
Okay, and if you want to call Larry James, you can call him at 216-465-3358. And if you want to shout out to us while we're here on the radio station next time, get your phones ready. You can call up here at 216-465-3358.
That's right. Whoop, whoop. So next week, KAZ Radio TV, Block Incorporated, building business up tomorrow today. Host Montana and co-host
Vernon Tyus.
We'll see y'all next Wednesday at noon.